If you're in the business of dealing with your company's reputation, at whatever capacity, whether it's in communications or public relations or community or social media outreach, the list goes on and on. I want to give you 3 things you should never do. Just stay away from them. Ready? Number 1, don't be rude. Yes, don't be rude. Simple, right? I want to put that one out there first and get that out of the way because believe it or not, you're in the business of dealing with people and building relationships. So if you're someone with a short fuse or you don't have any patience, be mindful because dealing with people can be complicated and hard. So you should always be at your best behavior and be ready for anything. Make it a point to be nice to people because that can go a long way in this business. This is a business of connections, and being nice to people matters. And do I personally have my bad days? Of course I do, but I try my best not to let it show. So keep that in mind. Be nice, and it can save you from a lot of unpleasant situations. And point number 2, don't say yes to everything. Don't be afraid to say no. But wait, didn't I just say not to be rude? Yes, I did, but that has nothing to do with saying no. You see, when representing a company, dealing with the general public or even other employees, your coworkers, at a communications capacity, you're going to get a lot of opinions, requests, and collaboration invites from people that may add stress to your job. Not the people themselves, but the workload itself. So if a department wants you to be part of their effort because of your knowledge and your skill, you should be pleased, right? Or if a community group wants you to be part of their event or their committee, if you think that is going to hinder your own workload, don't be afraid to say no. Respectfully get yourself out of that situation. You see, saying yes to everything can add additional stress to your job because it can be overwhelming and you can get burnt out. So that doesn't mean you should say no to everything. Just explore and assess each opportunity and find out the commitment level. What are you being asked to do? What is the expectation? How many hours a week will it take away from your work schedule? So to recap, don't be afraid to say no. And lastly, don't be an ambassador of negativity. And here's what I mean by that. As a person who will know most of the activities in your company, you will be exposed to a lot of stuff that happens. And that includes the good and the bad stuff. For example, customer complaints and internal conflicts, or maybe even a public scandal involving your company, which is, by the way, a nightmare for communications people. With that said, this can eventually strike you in a negative way, and some days it will be hard to stay positive. And in this role, if you're in it long enough and you let things get to you, you may gradually lose your spark and become a negative person. So be sure to keep that in mind. Always be nice. And whenever you interact with anyone or give your opinion on things, stop and think and pay attention to this part because if you're zoned out right now from this video, this is important. So here goes. Whenever you interact with people, it can be by the water cooler, over the phone, and in person, you're chit-chatting with them. Stop and think before you speak. Think about this. Is what I'm about to say truthful? Is it kind? Is it useful? That may rhyme a little bit, but it wasn't meant to rhyme. But be careful not to be an ambassador of negativity. Don't say things like, well, that department is a wreck, or that customer is crazy. You're the voice of your organization. Don't gossip. People are listening and paying attention to you. So be an example. Lead by example. Be an ambassador of good things and motivate those around you. So in this video, I wanted to share some of the things that I've learned and that I've seen people actually do. And just stay away from them because it's not helpful for anybody. So this is it for today. It seems like I only have time to get these videos out once a month, but I hope you found it helpful. And please let me know if you want me to bring them to you at a more regular basis by commenting and liking the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.
catch me howling at the moon.